Okay, so after reviewing Peter Singer's main argument and establishing what John Arthur calls the greater moral evil rule, he moves on to an interesting idea which I'd like to focus on for a moment. This idea can be found on page 667. Here, John Arthur suggests that the greater moral evil rule, if accepted, would require moral heroism, being a moral hero. The examples he gives in particular are donating a kidney or donating one of your eyes. And so, what he's saying here is that if we accept the greater moral evil rule, we are morally obligated to donate one of our eyes to a blind person or one of our kidneys to someone who is having kidney failure and requires a kidney in order to live. In both of these cases, it appears that the other person who is suffering from blindness or kidney failure is experiencing the greater evil. Of course, it is a negative consequence. It is a kind of evil to give up one of your eyes or to sacrifice one of your kidneys. But that is a lesser evil than being blind or dead due to kidney failure. So, since we have to prevent the greater evil, uh, we should give away our body parts. And we are morally obligated to do so based on the greater moral evil rule. Arthur is pointing this out, this logical extension of the greater moral evil rule, because he sees a bit of a problem with it, right? According to John Arthur, what becomes apparent now is that Peter Singer is ignoring a fundamental part of our moral code, a fundamental moral rule, and that is the moral rule of entitlements, that people are entitled to certain things. Um, so before we turn to entitlements, though, I would like you to think about John Arthur's argument here and ask yourself, do you agree with Arthur that if we accept the greater moral evil rule, then logically, rationally, we must also accept moral heroism, and we must accept that we are morally obligated to donate one of our kidneys or one of our eyes? How might Peter Singer respond to that? Would Peter Singer agree that we're morally obligated to do these things? Or is there a way of maybe getting out of this to show that we are actually not morally obligated to be moral heroes, but we are nonetheless morally obligated to donate money to aid organizations? Think about that for a few minutes before moving on.